to Archangel Michael's chat. Live. Not AI. But as we start every chat, let's put some light on the subject. Oh, losing power. Let's brighten it up a bit more. There we go. So, I hope I find you well. I will not be on long tonight. Do the Lord's Prayer, like I always do. Hopefully some people show up. Maybe we can have a chat. But I have a mission. Over the next few weeks, I'll be presenting to you the Satanism around the world and just how rampant it is within our societies. This is how you're going to get your wake-up call. But remember, this is Sparta. So welcome to Sparta. All people are welcome to Sparta. As long as you are peaceful, believe in God, and even if you don't, you are most welcome to come. Because God believes in you. That's all He's ever done. That's all He ever hopes for. His faith and belief in humanity to keep Him at the top. Or these guys will win the trolls and the leaders of the trolls. That is the way of things, the way it is written, and the way it is going to be done. People will be asking themselves, is this really the guy? Well, I've got the receipts to prove I am. You're waiting for those biblical premonitions. Well, you'll be waiting a long time. As I keep telling you, the rules of the game are not as you've been told. But some of the rules are like the Lord's Prayer. That's one rule. And let's turn 2 keys now. Out of the 7, humanity must turn before you're allowed to go into heaven. And here we go. It's the Lord's Prayer. That's the one thing that is right. The one thing that is true. So here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. And now we have God in the day. And it doesn't look like anyone's coming. So the light is getting dimmer for the Archangel Michael. But this is a task I have to do nonetheless. I once questioned this myself until I found out I was always him. Always destined to be, and always will I be that one. The only one built different. Out of every creature, out of every single bit of life in the universe. Why was I built different? I was built a weapon, solely to protect God, the idea of God, and that God will always be the God. And while I am around, this will happen. The only one built different out of all the creatures in the entire galaxy, in the universe, through time itself. That is why I always will be alienated, always will be the lonely one. But it is a task I accept nonetheless, for I am not like any other. I am just a weapon. As a man, it took a while to get used to that idea, but now it's starting to grow on me. And this weapon will soon strike. And when I do, the world will know that I was never lying at all. And then you will see what the angels have in store for this world. Because your punishment is coming very soon. Those that are good will be treated good still. And those that are wicked will be treated with my wicked will. Like I said, I was built different. They tell you in all those scriptures and everything you know about the Archangel Michael, he was built different. Solely different. For one purpose and one purpose only. To protect God. To make sure that life continues. And to fight this as a man. To prove to humanity that it is strong enough and God is in you. And this is how we will go forward. But darkness has come. It is all around. It is getting darker and darker. People that are evil are getting off. Strange that. People cheering in the streets for pure evil. Wars that continue on, that could easily be stopped by warmongering leaders. And the rich still hold the white party. Strange that. How the world has just turned a blind eye and let evil run rampant all over the globe. Well, it's under my watch now. The Archangel Michael is among you, and I will not appear as a pillar of light or with wings. No, only at the end will you see such a thing. If I complete the first part of the mission. Well, the second. The first is to stay alive. The second, basically, to tame a dragon. Well, lead of faith. Same lead that humanity must put on itself Put yourself back on the lead, under the lead of God and Jesus. Without them, you will fail. Simple as that. Like I said, I'm here to prepare a stage. The time has come, whether you like to think so or not. Whether you believe I am the Archangel Michael or not, it makes no difference to me. I am not the preacher that will beg for you to listen. I ask that you do. But if you do not, that is your own folly. I am here to warn you, and if you do not like to heed the warning, then it is not my fault. And I am also here to warn you what the Archangel Michael is all about. For he is a weapon of God. And if God chooses to wield me in whatever way he wishes, then this is how I must be wielded. And I will say again, if God, the God we love, the God we know, and the God we hear about, is only a concept of the human mind, then that means the Archangel Michael is nothing more than an idea. And it takes one with the heart of the Archangel Michael, with the name, with all the evidence, and all the right full stops and spearheads, that will stand up and be the Archangel Michael that you all need. Not the one you hear about, not the one that Satan has imagized in your head, the real one. Whether people wish to come and watch or not, that will be their folly. I will keep saying it again and again and again. Soon. Hello, Kiki Eyes. How are you going? Ah, Valkyrie number 1. I hope you are well. I've already done the Lord's Prayer. I thought I was alone. People popping in, not saying anything, but I'm used to that. And, well, times are dark. Things are changing. The bad guys seem not to be falling as they should. Evil has paid its way out. And people that we thought were good accepted that evil money. It's a shame. It's a shame that this Archangel Michael has to be one of the guys that has to punish. As I am a weapon, and God wants to wield me in such a fashion, I have no choice. And as time goes on, the rules change every day. Not in my mind. They change every day, subject to the environment around me, what's going on around me. The older I get, the less I will be able to do. And there's no one else that can do it. No one else that is trusted. Only one has been built different, and that was me. If I cannot find a way, there will be no other. And evil will win. It is a big thing that is on my shoulders. I hope to do it one way. If not, well, I have to do it another. And that way, you will not look at me lightly as an angel at all. You will look at me if I was deaf. But this is one of the roles I can choose to play in the name of God. Funny that. And if I choose to play it, well, I won't actually kill anybody. It'll be a death and all hell chasing me that will. My object is to save that creature. That's my main mission. To save Nunjin. To protect the signature of life. Once I've done that, I don't have to go near the creature, though. Once I've taught it and done the special mission, what I have to do? Hello, the saga reveal. Valkyrie number 2. I knew he would be around. I hope you're well. I've noticed you haven't put up much content lately, so a little bit worried. Yes, well, all is well. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. It is well. Generally, everyone seems to be alright in their own little area. It's summer. Oh, it's summer. Okay. It's winter over here. It's freezing. Oh, look at this poor cat. He's come limping in. He fought with Maxwell. Peppy fought with Maxwell, and Maxwell got hold of his bum. And he held on, and he held on, and I grabbed Maxwell, and I'm trying to pull him off, and I'm flicking the two cats around. Two cats are spinning around there with me holding onto his cat, and he's holding onto his bum, and he's screaming, and he's limping around a bit now. But that teaches him. He dive-bombed Maxwell, and Maxwell just turned the tide. I hate my cats fighting. It's a terrible thing. They ended up getting my finger, made it all puff up, so I've had to put it on my little one. Bastards. I love them. That's why I don't like them fighting. But, I don't know. I think I might have to get them both chopped. Because they still got their fluffy dice. I suppose that's driving them mad. Yes, funny. Fluffy dice. Oh, yeah, now you're licking yourself, licking your wounds now, aren't you, Peppy? Yes. I can't go and pick him up because he's very sore, poor cat. He'll start meowing, and then he starts growling. Not so much him I have to worry about. It's when that Maxwell starts growling, you don't go near that cat. Because he could just grab onto you, and I tell you what, you don't. Your first reaction is not to hit the cat or pull him off you. No, no. Your first reaction is drop to the floor because it's that strong and that sudden. It freaks you out. He's a very strong cat. He's a very strong cat. Yes. So, a new change. We're going to look forward, and we're not going to look back. So, any old enemies that decide to want to come up, we'll just fucking plain out ignore them, I guess. Hard is that going to be? But they'll hate that more than anything else. I suggest you go into my posts, ladies. And there's one story I'd really like you to watch. It's the Australian 60 Minutes on the Satan's Children. Just watch that one. And listen to what that girl says and what she experiences. And tell me whether you have heard someone say that very similar. It's not Jag. Jag said some things like that happen. Okay? But I guarantee you, you'll make the fucking connection straight away. Because there's another girl out there that was supposed to be in that Diddy trials, and Jag and her have a bit of a falling out. So. But I'll let you work it out. You'll see the connection straight away. You go, oh shit. That Miss Ali Carter wasn't telling all lies. Some things she has experienced. Some things she's put into her own head, unfortunately. But one of the star witnesses that was supposed to be at the Diddy trial, they quickly stopped her appearing. Why? And a few others. This is the reason why. Because it would have implicated all the other members. And they were only interested in Diddy. That's why that trial went tits up. Even possibly why they didn't even get Jaguar to stand on the stand. because she was on the list to do it. So I don't know what their thinking was. Terrible, that. Terrible how evil can just pay money, get away with everything. As far as I'm concerned, that FBI just turncoated on us. They got what they wanted. Now they're the Diddy. All those tapes, surely they could have pulled up millions more charges. I hope they've got them coming. They sure as hell better have him coming. Before he goes up to fucking sentencing, I'll drop a fucking another ton on him. Bang. Fuck him. See how you go with that? The evidence is there. Or why is the FBI, they going to be the Diddy now? And do exactly what Diddy was doing with those tapes. Use them to fucking blackmail people to do what they want. Simple as that. And when they got the Epstein files, well, you couldn't quite do that, blackmail people, because every cunt somebody was in on that list. Okay? So when the rich looked at it and seen that I had all their names on the list, they said, oh shit, we'll make this disappear. And it's gone. And all this bullshit you hear, oh, they're releasing a name. No, every single one of them is speculation. Every single one is speculation. You see that official list. And none of us have seen it. But I tell you, they're all on it. Every single one of them. Strange, that. What are you going to do when you find out that these rich Hollywood stars, and yes, even those that are rich in the music industry, have sat back and watched competitions that keeps tearing each other apart as a side gimmick, dressing them up in all kinds of fashions, like with a sword hanging out of their mouth and their hands tied behind their back, and they have to kill each other with that, just so they can watch their sick, depravity shit. Hanging children up with hooks, walking under it, and drinking the blood. It happens. This is not allegedly. They all are part of it. Terrible, that. All those kids. You know? All those children. No. One thing I spun out, I come across one about Children of the Night. A lady by the name of Lois. And then I find out she's funded also, funny this, she's picking young girls off the street, young boys off the street that come to Hollywood and basically get straight into prostitution and drugs to get them off the street. And her biggest funder was Hugh Hefner from Playboy. Isn't that ironic? But if you watch that one that I've got in my post, that's quite interesting too, because that's in 1987. The same shit that Jag and all that talk about, what's happening in the industry, where they go in there and they fucking manipulate them. Well, that's the beginnings, before they get into the industry. And that's still running hot. Otherwise, the industry wouldn't be able to pick and grab these vulnerable ones and manipulate them. It's still running rampant, guys. It's like it's the 80s all over again. They just fucking pulled the wool back over your eyes, changed a few words, changed the narrative, and you're all being fooled. Yes, Playboy. Nothing seems what it be. That's right. Nothing is what it is. Nothing is what it is. It's called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when everything that we've been told, everything that we've been taught to believe, everything that's been narrated into our heads, all our actions and all that, it's all been a fucking lie. And it's not how it is. Like I told you, they'll tell you that how do we move those stones in Egypt? The technology we have will barely lift one of those big 50-ton stones. We've only just got the technology now with machinery. How did they do it? You know? They won't fucking tell you. They did it the same way what I just told you, where you get 5 people who levitate a table. I'm sure people of you may have heard. In Egypt, when they built those pyramids, it only took one person to push those stones around. And that's a fact. Because they used that technique. We only believe that we have 5 senses. There's a pyramid in Egypt that tells how we have 365 senses. You heard of the 6th sense? Like your spidey senses are tingling? We have many things that the human body can do. If you get yourself to peak fitness, if you get yourself to a nice peak fitness, not super fit, but a nice peak fitness. You know, I was there once myself, so I have done this. I'll get back soon, get into training, and give you the real Archangel Michael you need. You can actually do push-ups, and you can actually get to a point where you can levitate and stay above the ground with only like that there with your feet touching the ground, your hands not touching the ground, using the same policy as you would on that table. And with great training and great studying and great strength of mind, you'll be able to levitate fully. Not very high, but you can. The power of the mind is a wonderful thing, and everyone has this ability. Some of us are naturally born gifted with a higher attuned to this ability. Some will never be able to, because their faith in their mind and their heart is just not in it. Yeah. So if I was fit, I could show you that. I would film that. You'd freak out. You'd say, nah, some sort of camera trick, some sort of angle. No. I have to search the internet. There's a military guy that was doing the same over there in America. He was doing the same what I did. I spun out on that. I said, okay. And I read into it, and it's a thing that we can do. We can all do this. Strange that. But the body is not always supposed to be at peak fitness all the time. You see these super athletes, super fit, yes, we envy them with their muscular structure and how good they are. But in the end, by the time they're 45, 50, their body is fucking ruined. Their heart's been replaced. They got valves, they have problems. They have problems. The human body is not supposed to be 100% peak for fitness all the time. A slim body, healthy, yes, but not super fit. No harm in it being a little fit, becoming competitive, and that. But to do that all your life, you'll find out you'll burn out very quickly. Look over the years. Not many people in the sporting industry go on to live over 80. They all suffer complications. And then when they stop competing and they stop being fit, that body deteriorates extremely fast. So it's a bit of a touch and go. That's why you need a balance. You can be healthy, you can be semi-fit, but super fit all the time? No. Everything in balance. Everything in balance. We still got to learn that yet as a human race. That's why there's so much evil. We haven't balanced out the good. There's too much evil in the world. So the good must be balanced. There must be balance. And there has to be that balance right throughout the whole history and future of humanity. We cannot get rid of the evil completely. We can't do that. We can't do that. The only way we can do that is we start cloning babies and start inserting fucking chips in their brain as soon as they come out, and we can control fucking whatever we want. But we're not going to know what that next free will unit that comes out of the birth canal is going to think. Because when you come out of that birth canal, there's only one or two things you as a baby can think, that you even have a concept of. And one of them is not sex. Get that right out of your skull. No one is born of sex. You're not born anything. You're born a baby. And a baby, all they know is pain and hunger. That's it. And what does a baby do when it feels pain or hunger? It cries. Then you have to learn how to crawl before you can walk. See, anyone that has you saying, I was born that way, no. How could you be walking straight out of the womb when you haven't even learnt to crawl? That makes sense to you. There is more testing needs to be done. More than we are able to do at the moment. Because there's too much controversy. People will not believe the science as it is. And to tell you the truth, they don't know. They just simply don't know. But it is safe to say what I'm saying is fucking more real than any test ever been done. You are what you are in the first 5 years of your life, when you signify what you are. And it's not at the age of 2 or 3, it's about 4 or 5. When you start realizing that you even a fucking thing. When you've learned how to talk, to grow vocabulary. And if kids are thinking, there's certain things before the age of 5. We have to see who's teaching them this vocabulary. Because kids have to learn it from somewhere. We all have to learn. We are not born anyway. We are born a free will thinking unit, empty-minded. They've done the tests. They've done the tests where they've put a white baby and a black baby together. Never taught them anything other than they were supposed to be like that. Then they've got the two again, the same black baby and a white baby, and taught that he was subordinate because he's black, and he was empowered because he was white. And I see how that little fucking operation went. They've done all these studies. Every single one of these fucking governments around the world has done similar studies. That's a fact. They know how shit's gonna run before they fucking even ban to something. It's all being preordained. Like I said, there's nothing, and like you know, nothing is like what it seems. What a terrible way. What a terrible time. And because we are becoming more aware of it, because that, yes, I want to read them roll lawsuit very soon. I just got the file. Okay. Got the PDF on it. Well, that'll be good. It'll be good, interesting. It'll be interesting to see how much he gets on the day. That's the day I'm waiting for. Until then, I'm not going to worry too much about things. Because no matter how much we banter and carry on, fuck all's going to happen. They're not interested in touching anyone else until at least after that Diddy sentencing. You know, we hear all these other little things coming up, but how are they going to fucking go? They're going to slip them some cash too? And that go fucking quiet like Jay-Z pay his way out of fucking, no, rape? People reckon he's fucking not guilty. Bullshit. That's fucking guilty as sin. When you pay your way out of something, I don't give a fuck what your law says. You're as guilty as sin. That's an admission of pure guilt. Otherwise, if you think that you're not guilty, you should have went to court and said, you get fuck all. I'll take you out this year. See that? Guilty is guilty. In God's eyes, you touch children, you're going to fucking hell. Simple as that. So he could be the most fucking powerful entertainer in the fucking industry. But don't mean lickety-bit to fucking God. Right? Just means Satan, that's Satan's boy. The other boy, he fucking, oh, well, sorry, Diddy boy. In the fucking jail you go. Sorry. I got my new boy now. You know? That's how that runs. That's how that runs. They play there. No, two of them sit there. Oh, we're your mate. We're your buddy. Bullshit. Bullshit. He been in there fighting all by himself. Those two fucking cunts have been playing the game. Playing both ends of the stick. Confusing the shit out of everything. Because all the shit about them fucking disappeared very quickly. Oh, that's alright. You don't say nothing about him. He just went to court and paid X amount of dollars that no one knows after him and fucking Diddy double bank fucking some poor underage girl. And that's gonna sit right with the fucking world, is it? You're gonna still buy his fucking tapes and buy his fucking videos and promote the cunt and any business that he's affiliated with. So he gets a fucking check for being a fucking rapist that can pay his way out of rape. That's all he done. Right? I don't care what your law says. I don't care how you perceive it in your fucking mind. That's just fucking irresponsible and pathetic. Alright? Simple as that. That's irresponsible as a country and pathetic as a people if you believe that. How dare you have such a system like that? No wonder America's going to get punished by God very severely if you don't start pulling your fingers out. And I am very sorry about that because I got a lot of friends there now. And I don't want you to be hurt. It is once said, you want to free the world, you must unlock the fucking 3 locks in America. All the locks of the world are in America. Your fucking internet, your global power, and your fucking money. Those 3 things America rules the world with. We need to unlock them. Because clearly America is not the country it believes it to be. It is turmoil. They don't know what to fucking do. They'll let fucking people pay their way out of a rape charge and walk around and say, oh, he's innocent. I cannot trust a country like that. I don't trust this country either. Time for all these governments and countries to fall. Time for a world, not a revolution, a world change. Because if we revolute, just some other cunt's going to come around and topple us off too. And how stupid is that? You just keep revolving around up your own ass. And it's a movement. No, it's not a fucking movement. Because what, you're just going to move there to there and that's it and sit on that one. It's a change. A biblical change. It's written in that book. It's coming and it's here. For I am the Archangel Michael, the only one the world will ever see. One day, all my content will be watched So it goes viral, but I probably won't be around to fucking enjoy that. But only once I go out and start doing that when I'm haunted like the biggest cunt on the universe. Simply because I know how to fucking tame a dragon. Knowledge in here has to go with me. There's some other things I know that humanity cannot get a hold of. Cannot get a hold of these things in my pocket either. And I can't get a hold of that one. Or you will get your doom and gloom. In a biblical proportion like you wouldn't imagine. But it's coming. I'm sorry, but it's coming. I cannot stop this. I am here now. I'm getting too old to do anything. So I gotta fucking do it soon. And that's just the way it's rolled. It's in the hands of man. God sent his fucking top fucking mod, a weapon of God, one built completely different. Made me a man for humanity's sake. And his own. And that is it. That is it. When you work it out, since the days of Noah, God has not had his hands on this earth. But he's been working through us. Not enough of us, we're going to lose. And at the moment, there's not enough of us. Even those ones that believe that they are praying to God, they're still funneling the money to the evil church. Like I said, the moment I get out there, at one bit of footage, if I get allowed to put it out, and we watch every cunt change their tune. And then, ladies, well, you'll see me be hunted for what I know. I will become too dangerous. They will want to control me. And he who has the Archangel Michael on their side, well, work that one out. That's why I know when I go into people I support, people I see, whether they truly believe or not, I know it enlightens them. I know they feel good. I know secretly they might not say it because they might seem, well, no, a little crazy, which I don't blame them about. But the fact of the matter is, I know they're happy I'm around. They've been waiting for a long time. Jaguar has been. Tanya has been. So have a lot of you. So has my sister. So has the world. And here I am. And that's it. That's it. So, I did the Lord's Prayer earlier in the chat. That goes out for all those kids that are suffering, that have been taken away into child slavery, into their sex industry, and all those ones that have to deal with that satanic cult. Yes, like I said, that one in my posts, if you watch that, please, that'll be so nice. Because it'll open up your eyes. You're going to be sad. Because they do some cruel things to that poor girl. And even though she escaped, she had to leave something behind. They still got her daughter. And that was, I think, was 4 years ago, that interview. And that kid was 4, so that kid's 8 years old. Still in some rich person in America's countryside, mansion, castle. Terrible. And you know what? It was the grandmother that was responsible for taking her out there and doing this. How terrible. This is one story where, usually it's the mom or the parents. Grandmother's usually a good person, but this time, the grandmother is the witch. How terrible. How terrible indeed. There you go. I suggest watch that one. It's It's really sad. It's based in England, of course, but, well, that's where it all comes from. Think about that. You've got all those presidents in America are supposed to be connected to that royal line, except two. And Australia's a Commonwealth country. England has a lot to answer for, and it all rolls back to there. How about that? How about that? Interesting. Well, I knew it was him anyway, but that's another story. That will be coming. This is the Archangel Michael saying thank you for coming. God bless. Stay safe. Have a good night if it's nighttime. And have a good day if it's daytime. It's probably over lunchtime. Oh, yeah, definitely 1:30 or so over there anyway. About, okay. About 25 past over here. Or 25 past 1 in the morning. I could feel the temperature dropping down. Coming around my ankles, even though I got shoes on. So, yes, it's very cold. I'm thirsty. And, well, this is the Archangel Michael signing off for now. May God bless you. May you be safe and stay safe and be peaceful. See you next time.